You know I love those Outlaw comics, and today I wanted to look at Tim Tyler's Blood Rain. Tim Tyler, a great artist in his own right, but also an inker of our guy Tim Vigil. And this is his comic book. I don't know if it's his first comic book he ever did on his own. Tim Vigil is in here, I believe. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of one of his other books. But this is Tim Tyler. I think it's all Tim Tyler. I don't think Tim Vigil's in this one. He's in another book. So let's just take a look at this and go through it and enjoy it and look at somebody who I think is as good as Joe Vigil and Tim Vigil. So yeah, let's take a look. You can see a lot of things that are similar to Tim Vigil, but also a lot of things that are different as well. A lot of screen tones, insanity when it comes to adding detail. Great perspective, by the way. Great figure drawing as usual. I'd be shocked if any of these outlaw guys, like Tim Tyler and Tim Vigil, could not draw great figures. Just great figure drawing. I mean, when you're inking Tim Vigil, you have to get better as an artist, I would assume. Those pencils have to be super tight, by the way, because you can definitely see that Tim Tyler has a very similar style to Tim Vigil, but it is definitely his own. One thing I will say, his stuff is a lot more stiff, but it's cool. I dig it. It's that amateurish style that I really enjoy. I mean, look at that leg. Look at the absurdity of that leg. That figure in general just looks crazy. It's like he's thinking anatomy before he's thinking gesture, and that's a big no-no. That's a big no-no. Always think gesture before you think anatomy and form. Always think gesture, then form, then anatomy. That's a very cool drawing. I also love how he uses the red for blood. So we have more sex as usual, obviously. More insanely drawn faces that look funny, but yeah. The reason why I think I love this stuff so much is because it literally shows that like anybody can do that. I mean, I'm not saying, okay, let me be this way. Tim Tyler's an amazing artist, but it looks amateurish, and it's early. It's early in his career, I'm assuming, and you know it doesn't look like Tim Vigil, but it still looks great, and it shows that if you work hard enough and you get at a level, you can absolutely make comics. That looks like it's ripped right out of a Tim Vigil comic. Seems like they had the same interests, a lot of the same interests. That even looks like Faust a little bit. What year was this? 91. So Faust was definitely going strong at this time. Yeah. I love that long body there. Very cool drawing. There's so much on the page here. So much detail. I love that. I mean that's a great gesture drawing there. I mean how her leg comes up, it's great. Absolutely amazing stuff. Great face there too. And I really do like the use of color. Was Spawn out at the time? I don't think Spawn was out at the time. So it's just an interesting. He kind of looks like Spawn a little bit, but he also looks like Faust as well. Love that close up. That's a very like film thing, like a Kurosawa thing. I imagine he was probably a fan of Kurosawa films. How could you not be a fan of Kurosawa films? That's the other thing I love about these comics is they feel like there's a lot of pages. Like they give you a lot. You can definitely tell he's trying to figure out the female form and the female figure. He's getting there for sure at this time. Looks great. I love how he uses nothing but screen tone there and then just kind of leaves that empty space there. Very cool decision there. I love it when somebody can draw like a flying car and it just looks so cool. Is that supposed to be glass? Yeah, I think that's like, I don't know. It just looks cool. And look at that structure there. And there's like it's encased and like you can see the holes in the middle. That's a great face. I wonder how long he took on these pages and on this book. Some of it seems like a rush job, some of it doesn't. I'm also surprised also that he didn't try to get Tim Vigil to ink his stuff, because it would have been funny to see him draw his stuff and then Tim Vigil ink it. So, yeah, that is Tim Tyler. I love that cover there. This is just a quick one, just going through, because I like to look at all these guys. By the way, I really do love that panel there. And the glass coming out and the blood. Is there blood on the shards? Oh no, I don't think there's blood on some of the glass, but yeah, man, great artist in his own right. He's still making stuff to this day, I believe. I think he just had a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo, one of those, of his work. Awesome artist. Yeah. So, I mean, when you are inking Tim Vigil, you got to be a serious deal, I would assume, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know if you guys have read or seen any Tim Tyler stuff. He's interesting. Definitely an interesting artist. All right, guys, thank you very much, and yeah, that's Tim Tyler, Blood Rain.